thank you so much to our handsome and charming MC Manveer. Yeah, actually it was very funny because earlier on there was another female voice that you all heard, right? Before Manveer came up. So she actually announced him as Senior Brand Director, Manveer, right? Actually, initially when we do rehearsal, right, we told her she must say handsome and charming one. But she refused. Yeah. Any of you, if you're MC, y'all will say or not? Will y'all say handsome and charming to describe him? Yes, right. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. Oh, by the way, for new friends, the reason why she refused is not because he's not handsome or not charming. Actually, she is Manveer's other half. Yeah, that they're doing the business together. Yeah, so that's actually the amazing thing about our business, right? That you get to do the business together with your loved ones, with your close friends, and of course, be able to give them an opportunity. Okay, so of course, I'm so thankful and so grateful that today I'm also here because many years back, someone gave me an opportunity. Yeah, someone actually presented me this new skin business and the products that totally changed my life. Okay, and of course, today my intention is also to be able to share with you how this business has transformed my life, and at the same time, what's the upcoming opportunities that we have ahead of us. Okay? Yeah. So, this was me, okay? Yeah, this was me. So, prior to Nu Skin, like what Manveer mentioned, actually, I was an ACCA graduate. Okay, so I just graduated fresh out of uni, and at that point of time, right, I think majority of us made very big life decisions, right? Straight away after studying, or maybe we study finish from 5 or college or uni, right? Straight away come out, we have to decide, what do we want to do for life? Yeah, which is actually when you think about it, right? Wow, at 21 years old, do you know what you want to do for life already? I think many of us don't really know, right? But we just go with the flow. Yeah, but really at that point of time, I think I'm very thankful that I came across this opportunity right when I graduated. Okay, and really, I think everything happened with a good timing and a good reason. Because at that point of my life, my only goal was to finish studying, get a good job, and support my mom and myself. Yeah, so I was very ready to do that. But at that point of time, right, I started to really open up my eyes because some of my seniors who graduated before me, I saw their outcome. I saw that, actually a lot of people always, anyone auditor background here? Accounting, audit, tax, finance, yeah. I think most people, when you are studying, right, the idea or the dream that I was sold when I was studying is that all you need to do, right, is slave for 3 years, get your ACCA, then you can shake leg and sign paper, then can make money already. Well, I see someone say, no, impossible. Yeah, really, actually, that is impossible, okay? Really, but I think for me, what opened my mind was that, I saw people who already did the 3 years of slaving, right? After that, they continue slaving. Then I'm like, huh? So then what is it all about, right? Yeah, and I think really, when I look further ahead, right, of just what's that month's salary, what I saw was that most women, and I believe for men as well, yeah, the majority of the time when we go into corporate, right, we always find a good job and we work hard. But to a certain extent, right, the moment we want to start a family, we have to make a choice. Yeah, I think for most ladies, you also face this choice, right? Yeah, of whether you want to prioritize finance or prioritize family and lifestyle. Yeah, so for many ladies, when they want to prioritize family, what we choose to do is that we either give up promotions or just stay at a lower level so that we can have less responsibilities and still go home on time, right? Or we totally give up our jobs and become housewife. But I saw that, right, that was not what I wanted also. At the end of the day, right, I still believe that women need to be independent, right? Yeah, I think all the ladies in the house, you all believe this, right? Because no matter all the ladies, what you answer? Yes, also yes. Yeah, correct. Yeah, so actually, right, really, I think no matter how good our other half is, we need to still have that independence. Yeah, and really what I saw in some of my friends, for example, right, one of my close friends, my uni senior, he was a very good husband. In fact, he was in a very high-paying job. But what happened was 3 years ago, he actually passed away due to a heart attack. Yeah, and thankfully, his wife was still working, and she still had her own independence. That's why she was able to still continue even after he passed away. But imagine, if we actually gave up our jobs, and then our husband passed away. early. Touch wood lah, okay? Yeah, but that might happen also. So that's why to me, right, that was never an option for myself. Yeah, but really, if I prioritize financial, right, that means I let go of family already. And that was also not what I wanted. So I'm like, both also I don't want. Oh. So how? Yeah, I think a lot of times you got no choice. Yeah, but that was my first realization. Okay, and the second realization came, right, was inflation. Yeah, I think really all of us experience this, right? Yeah, year by year, our money keeps getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, and whatever we could buy, last time roti chana is how much? As far as you can remember, 50 cents, right? Yeah, 50 cents. Anyone never see roti chana 50 cents before one? All got, right? All should have. You cannot be. You got so young or not? Yeah, 50 cents, then now how much? On average? 150 for Subang. PJ? 2-3 ringgit, right? At least. Yeah. So really, I think things have really increased in price so much over the years. But actually, right, if we really look at our salary, is it increasing at the same rate or not? No, right? 50 cents to 3 ringgit, right, is, or let's say 150 is 3 times. Means you need to 3 times your pay over the years. But I think increment is not so much, right? Yeah, so really I saw that, wow, that's quite scary to see that as time goes by, right, actually I'm getting poorer and poorer if I continue in a platform that is linear. Okay, so of course, besides that, what happens after retirement? If I were to continue in corporate or audit, okay, was either after retirement, I continue working, which is what I think a lot of professionals do also, right? They stay on to be a consultant or, either that or they freelance or they do part-time, be it like Grab or, work part-time jobs just to be able to make some money. Yeah, either that or the next thing, if you actually have a very high savings or EPF, if you're lucky enough to have a very big savings, okay, and you can rely on that. But at the same time, right, we all know that with savings and EPF, it's a depletable amount. Meaning, right, let's say today you have 2 million ringgit of savings. As you use the 2 million ringgit, it gets less and less, right? And one day it will finish. Yeah, so let's say if we have 2 million ringgit savings, which many, if I look around, if I really project my career, okay, maybe I can have it. Likely I will be able to have it, right? But with just 10,000 ringgit lifestyle a month, I can only sustain for 8 years after I retire. So I asked myself, right, after I retire, will I only be alive for the next 8 years? And after the 8 years, what happened? Yeah, so of course, many people will also rely on children to support, which of course is what we all see currently, right? Because we are in the current sandwich generation, right? Most of us actually support our parents. Yeah, but looking at how inflation is and how the economy is, right? Do you think that your children will be able to support you or not? No, right? I think very, very difficult. Even if they wanted to, it's very difficult for them. Yeah, so of course, the last option I saw is we must have passive income. Yeah, and really, having passive income is not enough, but having passive income that exceeds our expenses is very important. Because only then we have financial freedom. Okay, so I think really, if I look at all 4 options, right, okay I must build passive income okay. So really, I think if you continue doing what you're currently doing today, where will you be in the next 5 to 10 years from now? Yeah, and that was the question that I saw when I first came to a meeting like this. I came here and I sat down and then they asked me this question. Wow, that made me really think further ahead, right, and see in the next 5 to 10 years, if I started, for me back then, I'll be 31 years old, which is similar to my age currently. I only saw that I will continue gaining more and more weight. Later, I will show you my testimonial. I'll be very, very unhappy with life. Yeah, very busy. Yeah, and probably no financial freedom at all. Yeah, so that's what I saw back then. Okay, and really the next thing is if we don't find a way to make money while we sleep, we will work until we die. Yeah, so we must find a way to do that, okay? And then when I came to a meeting like this, right, they exposed me to what ESBI is. Okay, so ESBI, have anyone here never see this chart before? All saw before ESBI? Got right? Okay, so in simple terms, right, all the income in this world is separated to 2 types, which is active income and passive income. Active income meaning, right, we have to actively work in order to get that income. Okay, so that's why even let's say we go to a job, we have employees, right? When we go to work, we get the income. When we don't go to work, we don't get ma. I mean, you don't talk about annual leave and all that, okay? If you lose the job, you lose the income as well, okay? And likewise with self-employment. Self-employment meaning you employ yourself. So this includes small businesses. Let's say today, right, I open a small coffee shop and I'm the main guy. I'm the one that cooks, I'm the one that makes the coffee, I'm the one that handles the finance of my business. Actually, I am self-employed. I'm not a business owner. Yeah, so then from there, right, the moment you no longer go to the shop, you're no longer managing it hands-on, right? Actually, your income also stop, ma. Yeah, so that's a simple way for us to understand active and passive income. Okay, so for passive income, right, is when you don't put in effort already, right? The money still works for you. The business or, you know, the system still works for you. Okay, so that includes investor. And I asked myself, right, well, actually, for me, yeah, can I be an investor or not? Where money makes money. We all want that, right? Where money makes money for us. Yeah, but really, I think if we look at it, right, in order to have financial freedom with investment, actually we need a lot of capital, right? I think we can make some passive income with investments, but if we don't have a huge capital, right, we will not achieve financial freedom with investments on. Yeah, so I asked myself, I'm coming from a very ordinary family. Yeah, my mom is a single parent. So I don't have access to a huge amount of funds. Okay? So to me, it's okay, I need to invest for sure, but I know that this will not bring me to financial freedom. Okay? And of course, the last part is being a business owner. So how do I be a business owner? So there are 3 types of businesses, okay, that comes under this category. So the first one is actually large-scale corporate-controlled businesses. Meaning today, right, like you know Berjaya Group, right? The owners no need to go office. They can go holiday for 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, right? They don't go back to office. The CEO runs the company. The CFO runs it. The managers, directors, employees all run it for them. So it's already a self-sustaining business. Then you can consider yourself a business owner. Okay? The second one is franchise business. And this is not franchisee, because franchisee, you still hire yourself, you're still self-employed. But franchise business meaning you own the franchise. You are the one who actually give out the franchising rights on. And all your franchisees give you back royalty fees. You also have passive income. But for me, right, number 1 and number 2, I totally have no chance of doing that, okay? Because you need a background, right? A good background and a good capital, okay? But the third one is network marketing, which is what we are here for. Okay, yeah, so of course we're going to go through it today and really see how can we leverage on this platform, right, to really be able to build our passive income and achieve our financial freedom. Okay, so really, I believe that most of you who are tuning in or, you know, here in the meeting today, right, you have seen this chart before. And of course, you know, initially, right, it may not make a lot of sense on. Yeah, but really for me, what I saw behind this chart, right, is that with just building people, I'm able to build my passive income. Okay, so I won't go too much into detail, right? But if you all never see this before, you can take a screenshot. Okay, but really for me, right, I asked myself personally, I think 20,000 ringgit a month is pretty comfortable for Malaysian standard. Don't say you want to go travel nice holidays, okay? Maybe 20,000 not enough. But just for a comfortable lifestyle, 20,000 is enough, right? But given all the other options, like property, shares, fixed deposit, right? I look at the numbers, I count, right? Wow, I cannot achieve this kind of passive income and this kind of lifestyle. Yeah, so then of course, that leaves me to option 4, which is Nu Skin. So if you look at Nu Skin, right, which is the platform that we are currently in, all I need to do, right, is create brand representatives. Yeah, help people get started on the business, teach them how to do the business, and they are already like a franchise for me already. And they're already doing the business together with me, okay? So when I create 34 brand representatives, right, I can actually achieve 20,000 ringgit passive income per month. And I ask myself, right, anyway, right, I have to put time in to go do my job, to be an auditor, to go, you know, audit the companies and all, right? All these need to put effort, right? Why not I put my effort in the right platform that can generate me passive income? As compared to, I put all my effort in working, right? Trying to earn 4.8 million ringgit cash or 6 million ringgit cash. Wow, Zero possibility. But here got possibility leh. Right? So I think really we look at two things lah, which is possibility first. Is it possible for us to earn it or not? And the second one, of course, if it's possible, how probable is it? How can we increase our chances of earning it? Okay? So how to increase chances, right? Oh, okay. Besides that, okay, once we create the 34 BR already, right? These 34 brand reps in our organization, it doesn't stop there leh. It can double. So our passive income, right, doesn't only stop at 20,000 once we build these 34 brand reps. It can double to 40,000 ringgit a month as well. And double again, okay? So really, if you look at the concept of network marketing, yeah, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own effort. Yeah, and this is actually said by the world's first billionaire. So Paul Getty is actually the world's first billionaire, and he already understood that the concept of leverage, that it's not just about how hard we work ourselves, but you need to leverage on the right platform to be able to give you the outcome that you want. Okay, so of course, I think after I sit in the meetings, you know, I actually hear all these things already, right? Do you think that I joined straight away? That I decided to get, no, right? Actually, for me, this was me back then, and if you look at the face of that girl, right, totally no confidence one, right? If you look at her, really, I don't think she looks like she's a entrepreneur, you know, go and achieve your goal and, you know, fight. I think it's not the kind of face, right? Yeah, it's a very like, I don't know whether I can do it or not. Yeah, and all these questions were in my mind, okay, including, can this business really be done? Yeah, is it real? Okay, I don't do sales. I cannot do sales. I'm an introvert. Yeah, I don't know, maybe some of you actually have this thought in your mind as well. Yeah, I don't have many friends or network, which is true because I was an introvert. Yeah, I don't like to talk to people. So I know of a lot of people, but I didn't have many friends. Okay, and the last question is, really want to do MLM, eh? Really want to do network marketing, eh? Yeah, so that was running through my mind, okay, when I first started. But I think really for me, what gave me a lot of assurance is the partners that we have in Nu Skin, okay, in this business. So if you look at every powerful and successful business, right, they should have good partnerships one. Yeah, okay, if we take a very small business, do you all know any small business, right, where the partners let's say they two friends, they start a business, and then the two friends suddenly not ngam one. Then the business also tak jadi, right? So I think this one, it shows us that having the right partner is very important. Not just, sometimes maybe you start a small business, let's say, I don't know, okay, let's say you start a cafe or a restaurant, right, with another friend, and maybe you have a very good idea, you have a very good business, but if these two partners, right, one partner have no good intention, in the end of the day, right, no matter how much revenue your business have, the business cannot take off also. Yeah, but really for me, that's why choosing the right partner is so important. Okay, and today, let's go through it together, okay? Okay, so the first partner that we have is Nu Skin. Okay, and Nu Skin actually gave me a lot of assurance because coming from an audit background, right, I was really convinced when I saw that they are listed in New York Stock Exchange. Okay, and this is important, right, is because when it's a listed company, it shows me that the company cannot one day suddenly appear, next day suddenly bungkus already, or close down, which is what we see a lot in Malaysia, right? Yeah, I think Malaysia got a lot of company today is like, oh, very big, you know, maybe they open in KLCC, but the next day they already disappear one. So, but Nu Skin, right, they actually chose to be public listed is because they actually wanted to give us the assurance that they are here to stay. And at the same time, right, they also give us assurance by letting us know that, hey, we are transparent. Everything about our company you can see online one. And we actually have to report to a governance party. Yeah, so that's why to me, right, when I saw this, right, I saw that, hey, that means this Nu Skin, right, cannot simply claim things on. They cannot simply say that, oh, you know, my supplement, right, can help people slim down, but actually nothing one. Yeah, or they cannot simply say that, oh, we're gonna be building Malaysia market, you know, and really we're gonna build up this whole place, right? But then actually end up they never come on. Yeah, they cannot do that. Yeah, so that gives us a lot of assurance. Okay, and of course, yeah, besides that, right, I think Nu Skin is very reputable because they actually have their own R&D centers. So you know, right, actually Nu Skin have a lot of product, right? Yeah, any of you here started products already, one? On Nu Skin products already? Yeah, on Nu Skin products already, right? Not yet? Okay. Anyway, just to let you know, right, Nu Skin, actually every single one of their products, all in-house R&D one. We don't have any OEM products. Yeah, and that's important. And really, if you look at one of the cheapest products, if you look at the cheapest products like AP24, which is our whitening toothpaste, right? You all tried before? Anyone? Tried before, right? And you know, even AP24, which is the cheapest product, right? They also do R&D one, and they do years of R&D to come up with this product. Whereas if you look at a lot of companies out there, right, maybe only their best sellers are good, but they just sell other cheap product, right, just to fill up the brochure, you know, so they got more products. But Nu Skin, no, every single product, right, is intentional one. And if you actually look at our whole product brochure, right, you go and split out all our products. Let's say Nu Skin only have one product, AP24 only, it can also do very well. Because it is not just a alang-alang product or a simply come up with it product. Okay, it's real R&D. Yeah, so that really, for me, right, I saw that, wow, actually, Nu Skin is not just a typical so-called MLM company that we know of. In fact, it's actually an anti-aging, it's a technology company, okay? And really for us, we actually have over 75 scientists and world-class scientific advisory board. Yeah, when a lot of company out there, right, if you see, sometimes when you see on the advertisements, they put the photo of their one scientist, right? Oh, they're very proud already. They say that, wow, we have this scientist in our company, right? Hey, we have more than that. We have more than 75 scientists, okay? Yeah, so really to me, next thing, right, is really that Nu Skin is actually founded on innovation. Yeah, that they are not just contented. Have you ever seen, right, a company that in the past, like you see for Nokia, for example, right? In the past, they're very famous, right? And they do very well, right? I think every one of us have a Nokia phone before. Got, right? Almost everyone, right? Yeah. But because they didn't innovate, they were left behind. But the heart, right, and the DNA of Nu Skin is innovation. So we always constantly, right, look for what's ahead. Always constantly innovate, okay? And if you look at here, right, Nu Skin's innovation from 1984, year by year, right, we actually come up with new products. And we constantly get better and better. And you know, you see this product life pack, right? This product life pack, actually, at the initial stage, it came out 30 years ago already. Yeah, 30 years ago, right, life pack was already around. Almost same age as me, okay? Yeah, it was already around. But Nu Skin never stopped there. They're not contented and say like, oh, we have the best product already. Because actually, 30 years ago, can you imagine life pack got antioxidant, right? 30 years ago, you're how old? Okay, however old you are, you don't have to tell me. Yeah, but however old you are, right, 30 years ago, did anyone talk about antioxidants back then? No. So actually, if you look at it, right, even back then, Nu Skin is so ahead of time already. But yet, right, they don't stop there. Because if today, Nu Skin, right, is a company that stopped at LifePack, means LifePack was the best seller, right? And until today, if LifePack is still the only best seller, right, I think there's no opportunity. Because everyone talk about antioxidant already. It's not just us. But the fact that Nu Skin always innovates, it gives us always 5 to 10 steps ahead of others. Okay? Yeah, and of course, we have the most complete wellness and beauty solution. Yeah, so really this for me, right, when I first came into this business, it showed me that, actually, right, Nu Skin is is a company that really thinks in that one. That they know that anti-aging is not just skin deep. Yeah, it's actually internal as well. So we actually have outside in and inside out. Yeah, and we are the #1 beauty device system for 6 years in a row. Okay, yeah, let's give Nu Skin a round of applause. If you haven't tried this, you have to try it. Okay, you try one time, right? You can see changes in your skin already. So you haven't tried product, right? Yes, you go and try this device, you surely see a difference, okay? Yeah, and of course, in terms of our weight management, we are also #1 in Singapore, Malaysia, and Korea, yeah, for consecutive years. So that shows me, right, that actually, right, our program is strong. Yeah, it's really a proven system, okay? And we are also featured twice in Discovery Channel, yeah, and we all know that Discovery Channel don't do advertisements, right? Yeah, so we featured twice in there. So once in 2012 or 3, and then another time in 2016, I think. Is it 6? 2016, right? 2021. 2021. So 2013 and 2021. Okay, yeah. So I think really it's super powerful, and it really shows us that Even though back then in 2013, right, it's already breakthrough, right? We break through again. Yeah, so it gives me a lot of confidence, okay? But of course, all that is theory lah. But the key is we have to try ourselves. And for me, I tried the TRME, the weight management program, once when I first started, and I maintained all the way until today. Powerful or not? Let's give New Skin and TRME a round of applause. Yeah. So really, I think for me, actually, if you look at this, like you want to start a business, right? If your business can produce this kind of results, you think can do or not? For sure can, right? I think there's really no reason why cannot do, you know. And the longer you do, right, the easier it gets. And that was really true for me, okay? Because really for me, when I first started at 21 years old, right, maybe a lot of my friends don't believe or maybe don't have a need yet, still young, right? But as I age, right, I get younger and younger, you know. So if you don't take care of yourself, what happens when you age? Huh? Sagging. You get older and older lah, okay? You get older and older. Yeah, so don't you think it's easier to do now? For sure, right? Yeah. So of course, really, to me, right, I also started to understand how do we make money in our marketing? Okay, and any of you skeptical about MLM before this? Before starting the business? Or before, even now, maybe you're still skeptical, got or not? Got, right? Yeah. I think for me also likewise, I was very skeptical. And to me, I always thought that all these MLM products, right, it's just inflated pricing, no value in the product one. Yeah. Anyone have the same thought? Similar, right? Yeah. Okay. But when I truly understand, right, at the end of the day, it is not about the marketing model, but it's really about the core of the company. The company itself, right? Are they producing good products or not? Because today, if a product is on the shelf, let's say the product is sold in Guardian Pharmacy or Watson's, is it all good product? No, it doesn't guarantee that. So I think we throw the marketing model aside, right? We have to look at the company itself. Does it actually produce good quality products? Okay, then from there, right, once you have the product, then you look at the marketing model. Okay, so the traditional marketing model, right, if you can see, actually from manufacturer, it goes through many stages as well. Exporter, importer, distributor, retailer, and finally to the consumer. There's nothing wrong with this. It's actually how businesses run, right? Because you need people at different stages to market the products and to bring the products forward, okay? But really, if you look at it, right, what's wrong with it is that at every stage, each person, right, each business has their own overheads. Every business have their own accounting department, their tea lady, their logistics department. They all have extra costs. So all these costs, right, where does it go to? The consumer. Yeah, it goes to the consumer. So essentially today, right, even if you see a cheap product in Watson's, let's say it's, I don't know, a 50 ringgit face wash at Watson's, right? Actually, right, by the time it reaches the shelf, you don't know what is the initial cost. It is actually very, very low on the initial cost because all these stages of people need to make money. But what is now marketing? Actually, now marketing, right, it means from the manufacturer, which is New Skin, through us and direct to the customer. Don't you think it cut a lot of costs? And one of the major costs that it cuts, right, is advertising. Traditional mode of marketing, right, they need to do a lot of advertising. Yeah, but for us, right, we are the advertisers. The people who actually use the products and love the products, we do the advertising. Yeah, so really to me, right, if I look at it today, if New Skin product, right, put on the shelf today, let's say it's 100 ringgit that we can sell today, right? If we put on the shelf, it may be 500, 600 ringgit. Yeah, so when I understood this, right, actually my skepticism gone. I can actually look at the opportunity for what it is instead of what I thought it was, okay? So really, I think all we need to do, right, when we partner with New Skin is we actually transfer all the risk and all the back-end work, right, to New Skin. So you can see, right, New Skin will do all the R&D, logistics, accounts, blah, blah, blah. All we need to do, right, is focus on the profit-generating portion of the business, which is share the product and share the business. Yeah, so really for me, right, when I look at this, I saw that, if today, right, I mean, just now I think Manvir asked us, right, how many of us actually have a dream of being an entrepreneur or a business owner, right? If today, if I only handle these two, also I cannot do, right, actually means I cannot do other business already. Because other business, I have to handle all these things also, all the other things. But today, New Skin does that for me. Yeah, so I think really very thankful that, you know, New Skin, such an established company, right, is willing to partner with us, such ordinary people. Okay? So of course, besides New Skin, we have another powerful partnership, okay, which is Success Together. Okay, and this is important. Okay, so Success Together is the system that teaches us how to run the business. Okay, so with this platform, okay, with network marketing, right, we always talk about how good it is, right? How good, right? But got bad things also, got disadvantage also. So the disadvantage of our platform, right, is that there is no barrier of entry. Meaning everyone can start the business. Anybody, even if today, right, we have no background, we have no knowledge, we have nothing, right, we can start the business already. And the second thing is, not only we can start, but the moment we sign up, right, tomorrow we can do already, without any proper training. So that's the reason why, right, sometimes we go out there, we talk to people, and straight away they will say, MLM, don't talk to me, which is very normal, right? I think we also like that, yeah, but I think really for me, what differentiates a normal person doing network marketing and a professional that can make huge income from this, right, is how educated we are. How do we professionalize the industry? Okay, so with Success Together, really for me, coming from a very simple background, right, I had no knowledge at all about sales or how to run a business or even how to talk to people. But coming to Success Together, they taught me everything. Yeah, from someone who don't know anything, right? I went through the conventions and the events. I used the business support tools. I had coaching from all the industry elite leaders, right? And that actually helped me to grow into someone that is qualified, not qualified or, worthy, right, of having an international business, okay? So we actually have very established programs for personal and leadership development. Yeah, and really to me, right, when I look at this, it gives me a lot of assurance, because let's say today, right, I want to start a business, and New Skin tell me, right, wow, so good, you can earn this much of income, right? But they never teach me how to do. I think I won't be able to do it for more than 10 years. Maybe I do for 2-3 months, I'm gone already. Because I will try, I will fail, and then I will leave. But here we actually have proper training and coaching, okay? And really, the best thing is, right, that this system creates millionaires. And all these millionaires, right, are not one type of people only. They're actually from all different types. Introvert, extrovert, very, very educated, housewife, pisang goreng seller, also got. Yeah, but really everyone can succeed through this platform. Yeah, so really, it gave me a lot of hope. And really, if today, right, you won't be able to see so much of that, but really come to our convention. We actually have a convention this month where you'll be able to see for yourself, right, people just like you and I, that is able to succeed. And I think seeing this is very important because everything that happens, okay, so I learned this from one of a very successful business person. He said, right, that for employees, everything that happens, right, is external based on. Meaning, like, it depends on whether your company good or not, how much your boss willing to pay you, what kind of job they give you, right? Everything is external. Then your career is based on that, right? But with entrepreneurs, right, everything first starts internal first on. You must first see the vision. You must first be able to see, right, what is the end outcome that you will achieve and how to get there. Only then you can make it a reality. Okay, so that's why, right, for me, going to the convention is so important because I need to be able to see, yeah, can I do this or not? And how can I do this? Yeah, so that's why if you haven't got your tickets yet, yeah, do speak to the person who brought you here. You must come and see for yourself. Yeah, don't just hear from me. Yeah, I'm only a fraction of what this system can actually show us and give us, okay? So really, I think what I love is that our success can be duplicated because it's a proven system. Yeah, and really, I think along our journey, right, we have a lot of mentors that will be able to guide us on how to run the business. Yeah, so these are my mentors. Yeah, we have our COE1, Andy and Annie. Yeah, COE1, Desmond, as well as our COE4 and system founder, Rain and Angela. Yeah, so I believe that all of us here, we also have our mentors. Yeah, and really they are the ones that will guide us through the business and walk together with us in this journey. Yeah, and I think, of course, that is all in the past. I mean, current also, but that was what actually helped me see the business opportunity. But I think more importantly, right, what's the upcoming trends, right, and opportunity that we have? Yeah, because I think, like I mentioned, right, New Skin is always a very forward-thinking company. And this thing now, right, we really don't want to miss. Okay, so I'll go through it with you. Okay, so what's the up and coming trend, right? The first thing is wellness. Wellness is the upcoming trend, right? Any idea why? Any idea why wellness is an up and coming trend? Yes, actually, aging population is a lot, right? I think a lot of the baby boomers, yeah, are also aging, and they're also looking for a solution for their health. Okay, but the second thing is not just for the aging population, but even the younger generation, right? I think now we started to have more awareness about health, right? Because of our lifestyle, the stress levels that we have, the pollution that we have in the world, right? Wellness is important, eh? Because if not, right, our quality of life actually is worse off than our parents and our grandparents. Yeah, so I think really people are looking into this. And a lot of people ask me, right, is my business now the same as back then or not? Actually, very different. Yeah, you all remember what happened a few years ago? COVID. Actually, COVID really changed a lot of things. From in the past, right, people don't even take any supplement, right? You remember during COVID, you want to buy vitamin C also, you cannot buy, right? You want to buy any supplement also, no more stock, right? People started to be more aware already. So with all these things that's happening in our world, right, I think we can start to really be able to see all that, hey, what's the trend? What are people spending money in, right? And will continue spending money in to find a proper solution, okay? But of course, right, with every trend, we have to also identify what's the problems that people face. Okay, so let me just do a survey lah. Any of you, right, before Nu Skin, right, you all buy other supplements before one? Buy other supplements before, okay? And you got buy supplement, and the supplement expired already, and you left there and you throw away. Okay, majority of you, right? Those who buy supplement in the past, you all also do that, right? Buy already, then let it expire, then throw away, right? And then buy another bottle again, and then let it expire again. So actually, right, that's a major habit that we need to look at. Because why are people buying and throwing? If they buy means they want to get something, right? But they throw because of what? So actually, right, it's because that they don't even know whether the supplements they're taking, right, is right for them, or is it even giving them results in their body? Because supplements takes time, right? It's not immediate, okay? So most people have no way of knowing if their health is actually improving, and that's a major problem, okay? So really, I think that shows us that measurement is important. So another question is, if you know someone who takes high blood pressure medication or diabetic medication, majority of them won't throw away one, right? They will continuously take, finish, go and refill and top up, right? Why? Because can measure. Because every time they put the measurement on themselves, right, they can see that, hey, my blood pressure is increasing, I need to eat the medication already. So imagine if you have a device that can help you to prove that the supplements are working in your body. Do you think that, from a business point of view, that your customers will be more sticky to your brand? They'll be more sticky to continuously take the supplements, right? Yeah. So really, for us, knowing this now, actually Nu Skin has prepared for a very, very long time. Okay, so 40 years of preparation brought us to where we are now. Okay, so over the years, Nu Skin started, right? Actually, a lot of preparation has been done. A lot of innovation has been done. Okay, and in 2003, we have the biophotonic scanner. And really, what you see is that over the years, we actually have scanned more than 15 million people and more than 26 million scans. Okay, and all these are data. Yeah, and if we know now, right, with any AI, people always talk about AI nowadays, right? Actually, AI without data is useless. They won't be able to give you any facts on. But for us, with Nu Skin, right, we also have AI. But the best thing is we have the data to back it up. Yeah, and we have the data to really be able to help us churn out the right diagnosis, the right solutions for that person. Okay, so really, we are just at the beginning, right, of a very exciting era. Actually, whatever we see now is just the beginning. Because Nu Skin has all of these things in plan. Intelligent health, DNA, intelligent beauty, connected data, devices that we are pairing together with our supplements. Yeah, intelligent biome. Biome is like for gut health. Yeah, digital twin. I don't know what is that also, but we will know in the future. Okay, and intelligent body. Yeah, so 40 years of preparation, right, for this current era that we are in, okay? And what is driving it, right, is actually this Prism.io. Okay, so really with technology, big data and AI, right, that's how we came up with this device, Prism.io, that is actually launching when? Next month. Yeah, it's coming next month already, okay? So it's really fast, small, affordable, portable, and powerful. Okay, so if you actually have scanned the S3 before, it's actually our biophotonic scanner. It's bigger, right? But you know, with Nu Skin, they always think ahead again. Yeah, it was really very good, right? It can tell us about our antioxidant scores. But Nu Skin, right, they took another challenge, you know, because they always want to help us to build our business better, right? So they thought to themselves, actually the S3 now very good, but not many of us use it, right? Because it's very limited devices, very expensive to produce, and very big and bulky. So that's why, right, Nu Skin just thought, right, if we can make a small device that can fit in the pocket, cheaper to produce, and can mass produce, right, wouldn't that help all our business? Wouldn't that help us measure a lot more people? Yeah, so that's how they came up with this AI, right? And, with this Prism.io. And the amazing thing is that with Prism.io, right, we're actually not just measuring antioxidants alone, but we're actually expanding the whole spectrum from gut health, immune function, cardio health, brain health, skin health, bone health, eye health, joint health, and healthy weight. All with the Prism. So to me, right, when I look at this, I'm really excited because don't you have, okay, we don't look at all, don't you have friends that always stomachache one? Got right, always stomachache. Tiba-tiba, suddenly the next day you say, I cannot come already, I got period, or, what's that called, diarrhea. Got right? But they don't know why. But we can measure for them. And then from there, don't you think that they will take our supplements if it can prove that it helps them in their gut health? Yeah. So really, I think for me, that's alone is already very powerful. Okay, so really, can you imagine, right, if every single person owning this device, okay, number one, they can measure their family and their immediate family, themselves and their family. So just with this alone, right, don't you think you have a loyal customer already? That they will continuously buy from you. Because they can see, I take other supplements, it doesn't work. I take Nu Skin supplements, it works. Give me the results. So you already, number one, right, lock them down as your long-term customer. Yeah, and number two, right, with this small device, so small, so portable, they don't have to leave it in their house. They can bring to where? Bring to anywhere. Bring it to their office, bring it to holiday, bring it everywhere with them. And with this device, not only it can measure, right, but it can also provide solution with the AI, right? Provide solution, and then it can lead you to the purchasing page. So straight away, right, these customers of yours even if they don't want to do the business, but they just feel excited about this device. They just bring out and let people scan only, right? It can lead the person that they're scanning to make purchase. Wow, when I think about it, right, I feel it's super powerful just from this consumer standpoint alone. Yeah, but really what I see is that, imagine, right, if let's say every single one of this device only generates 15,000 ringgit of revenue for you. Okay, imagine this, only 15,000 ringgit, which if you think about it, right, a Ramly burger stall also have higher revenue than this, right? But assuming it's 15,000 ringgit only, okay? If you have 3 of these Prism.io in your organization, you already earn 2,000 plus passive income, which is equivalent to having about 800,000 ringgit property, a house and then you have rental income, right? Yeah, so it's about 800,000 ringgit of rental income already. Yeah, so really to me, I saw, wow, just with these 3 Prism.io only. But what if these 3 Prism.io, right, to help you, for you to find 30 people who can be excited about Prism, do you think it's possible? Highly possible, right? I think it's super amazing technology. If you just let people scan, I don't believe you cannot find 30 people who want to buy this thing and have this thing for themselves and start to scan their family, their friends. Okay? And just with 30 of these, right, you already made 22,000 per month. Passively, Passive income, not active income, by the way. Yeah, so really for me, this is quite exciting already, but it's not the most exciting. Because with this 30 Prism, right, imagine if all these 30 people, they only get another 10 people excited. They don't only get 30, they get 10 only. You already have 300 Prism in your organization. And that will give you a revenue, not revenue, a profit, a commission of 200 plus thousand per month, passively. And this is only the beginning. So to me, right, I really see that this is something that's going to be very powerful. And for me, right, when I think about 300 Prisms, imagine, today, right, I can talk to you about the product just now, right? I can talk so many things, right? It's because of experience. But with Prism, right, they pair it together with the AI. Actually, right, even if this person is very new, they are just a customer, with the AI, right, they can recommend the right supplement to their friends without you being there as the experienced person. Wow, can you imagine? Crazy, really, really crazy, okay? Yeah, and with that, right, you make 2.7 million per annum. Okay, so really Prism.io is something that really can help us to cross borders to different countries and really expand even beyond our small kampong here. Okay, we can go anywhere, okay, with this device. And one of the places that we are going to is India, okay? Yeah, I think we're all super excited as well about India. And again, India is opening next month already, okay? Super fast. Yeah, and I think with India, it's really interesting and very exciting because it's a new market that Nu Skin is opening. And over the 10 plus years that I've been in this business, right, I never seen a market opening before. I never experienced a market opening. So this is going to be my first, okay? But with every market opening, right, there is a huge opportunity. Okay, what more in a market that have 1.4 billion people? Okay, so I share with you why I'm so excited also lah, okay? Actually, right, currently, okay, I already have a team that is building outside of India and also inside of India a bit lah, okay? Not supposed to, but we already started to build inside India. And you know, recently, right, last month, we actually have an event where our system founder, Rain, was speaking, right? So a few of them actually came to Malaysia just for that event, okay, just to attend Rain's event. Yeah, and one of their feedback, right, is that because currently they're on the supplements already. And you know, for them, right, like in India, right, I don't know, they are so lack of nutrients, right, that just taking Life Pack alone, right, they have tremendous results. Their skin improve, their antioxidants, of course, improve lah, okay? They sleep better, they go to toilet better, a lot of things improve like, just with Life Pack alone. And they actually said this, you know, with good products, right, in India, for one person to find 100 people, right, easy, no problem. Yeah, so really to me, right, that's why I'm so excited also, because I can really see that we already have such a good product and such a strong company, right? For us to go into a market like this, it's gonna be really crazy, okay? But really, we have to really start talking to people already, okay? We have to really start to reach out to our friends, yeah? And really what's exciting about India also, right, is that Indians in and out of India, right, are very connected. Like for Chinese, we are not connected at all, right? I think we don't have any more family or relative in China, right? Because when our ancestors flee China, it was fleeing China, right? They were escaping China, lah. So no communication already. But for Indians, right, they chose to come here. Yeah, and really because of or in any other parts of the world as well. And because of that, right, they still have communication with those who are in India itself. And really, right, for me, I've spoken to so many of my friends. All of them, either have friends or relative there that they have contact with. So it's super amazing, okay? And with technology now, I think really, if we don't grab this opportunity, right, we are really losing out, okay? So really, I think besides, of course, just India, right, I think we really can build a global anti-aging enterprise. Yeah, really, I think nobody will reject good health. Nobody. Yeah, it's not just Asians who want good health. Of course, Asians very scared to die, right? That's why we want good health. But hey, actually, I tell you, even Europeans also want good health. Yeah, even Americans want to look good also. Yeah, so really, I think we are in a market, right, and an industry, right, where everybody needs it. All we need to do, right, is open our mouth only. That's all. Yeah. So really, it's a zero-risk business. Yeah, we don't have to invest any big capital into it. All we need to do is start the products ourselves. Okay, it's a high-leverage, infinite residual returns kind of business because we are leveraging on a big company like Nu Skin to build our global business. And the best thing is, right, everything that we build, we can pass down. We can pass on to our next generation and they can continue building it. And we know that with Nu Skin's innovative DNA, right, even 30 years down the road, 50 years down the road, there will still be an opportunity for our other half, our next generation, okay? So really, I think really for me, after hearing all these things, most importantly is we need to know how to get started. Okay, what do we do now, okay, to get started? The first thing is, very easy, transform yourself. Yeah, really transform yourself, use the products. And with every single Nu Skin product, right, when you use it, sure, got result one. Really. Actually, you look at my face. Do I look like I do plastic surgery? From before to now? Yes, right? Hey, no, totally zero plastic surgery, okay? It's pure, it's all natural, but it's all thanks to Nu Skin products. Okay, really, I think for me, over the years, I became healthier and healthier, younger and younger. Yeah, so really the first thing is, right, transform yourself. We must transform because we are the shop, ma. Imagine today you're doing a business, right? You do renovation, right? For your shop. This is your renovation, no? Yeah, and if let's say, for example, like Patrick like that, he slimmed down so much, right? I thought he just bring out his pants only, you're like, wow, the product's so good, right? So really transform ourselves first, okay? And the second one is transform others, because we are in the business of helping people to solve problems and connect needs. Okay, so as you transform others, as you help people around you, okay, actually, right, the feeling is very rewarding one. Because you start to see that, hey, because of you, right, your friends and family get healthier, get prettier, get more confident. I think it's a good thing, right? Yeah, and really, I think go for your BR10K EBP. Okay, you may not know what it is today, but speak to the person who brought you here. Yeah, because for me, right, when I went through this success roadmap as a 21-year-old, right, in my third month, I think, I actually earned a 5-figure income, just by doing this. As a 21-year-old, you see my face last time, like, wow, very scared, very introvert, right? Wow, I tell you, after I earned this income, right, wow, full of confidence. Yeah, because I was like, wow, I can earn this kind of income here. Wow. Yeah, so really follow the success proven roadmap, okay? Yeah, and as you do that, right, you start to build your passive and exponential income. You start to see all these things start to materialize. Yeah, and you start to enjoy the passive income that this platform can give us. Okay? So as you do that, right, actually you will discover your best self. Okay, you discover a better version of you. If you look at me back then, right, this was me when I first started. Yeah, actually, yeah, almost still the same. I haven't really fully transformed yet. Yeah, but as the years go by, right, and I continue immersing myself in this system and also doing this business, right, I saw myself get better. Yeah, and as I got better, right, actually I started to realize that people around me I started to have better relationships with people around me. Yeah, be it my family, my friends, yeah, and people that even strangers, I suddenly can connect better already. I can really be able to form more meaningful relationships. And that's what you will realize in yourself. And I'm sure that if you have been doing the business for at least 3 months, you sure see this change in yourself already, one. Yeah, that you're a little bit more able to connect with people, you are a bit happier, you sure see this in yourself, one. Yeah, so for new friends, you will see this change in you too, okay? Just follow the system, follow your uplines, the person who brought you here, right? Do it together with them. Yeah, and you will continuously discover a version of yourself that you will fall in love more and more with, okay? Yeah, and as you continue to build this thing, okay, as you continue to build and help more people, right, you will really have more lifelong friends and comrades. Yeah, these are people that will journey with you through life. Yeah, they will see you will see different milestones of these people together, okay? Yeah, and one of the person that I want to share is, this is one of my executive brand directors in my team, okay? So this was him before Nu Skin, okay? Yeah. So this was him before Nu Skin, right? Actually, okay, I don't want to comment too much, but yeah, this was him before Nu Skin, okay? Yeah, this was him before Nu Skin. And when I first met him, right, actually he was very against the business, really very against it. Actually, his mother was my customer, and I got to know him through his mom. So when I first spoke to him about the business, which maybe some of you, as you very excited already, right? You all go out or you all share, right? Sure, gonna pour cold water one, like how this guy pour cold water on me. Yeah, you know what he said to me? He said, right, if you're going to talk to me about MLM, I don't need friends, I have enough. Wow. Then I just say, no, it's okay, we can just be friends, okay? Because really, don't have to talk what, right? I think at the end of the day, again, we're in the business of connecting needs only, If he have no needs for the business or products, which obviously he needed, but never mind. If he think he got no need, never mind, just be friends, correct? But as along the journey, right, of being friends, somehow, he asked me more about Nu Skin. Yeah, so he told me don't talk about Nu Skin, right? But when he asked me about Nu Skin, of course what I do? I talk I share with him. And he got a bit interested, okay? A bit interested, but he don't want to say. Because you remember, right? He rejected me like that already, right? Wow, don't talk about MLM to me, yeah. But he was interested, but I can tell he is interested Because again, who will refuse good health? Who will refuse better income? Who will refuse good opportunity? Nobody, right? So that's why for me, I really believe that he deserved a chance to change his life. And because of that, I persisted. Yeah, and really because of that, he started on the products. Sorry. Yeah, okay, yeah, he started on the products. Actually, I'll share this slide first. Yeah, he started on the products, he got better. Yeah, and actually, along the years, we've been partners for many years already. Yeah, and along the years, actually, I started to see that through ST and through Nu Skin, right, his life also transformed. He became a more likable person from the very, I don't need this, now he's so lovable, right? I think those of you who know him, he's super lovable, right? And such a fun person to be around, right? Yeah, and really, I started to see that his relationship with his family also got better. Yeah, his lifestyle started to improve. We travel around the world together to build the business, to go for trips, go for holidays, right? We do all of that together. Yeah, and of course, we also celebrate each other's milestones together as well. Okay, so when he first started the business, right? Before he started the business, one of his mom's major concern about him. You all know what is it or not? Major concern. Actually is, scared he cannot find wife. Yeah, because he got no girlfriend. Yeah, so she's scared that, my son, that time 28 years old already, still got no girlfriend, how lah? And he's the only son, eldest son, okay? So, but I tell you, right, the moment you transform yourself through Nu Skin, transform yourself through ST, right, you become a better version of yourself, you love yourself more, right? Actually, that time, you will really find someone who will love you for who you are also. Yeah, and through the business, he also met his wife. Super pretty, right? Yeah. Actually, sometimes, right? Okay, it's an internal joke. We always say, why Devi will like him? Because she's so pretty, right? But I think it's because he's very charming. Yeah, charming, successful, okay? Yeah, that's why he actually got his wife. Yeah, and really, we saw him from getting together with the wife, and then that was his proposal. Even this whole proposal, right? We had a part to play in it. He will ask, hey, which shoe should I wear? Which shirt should I wear? This outfit okay or not? Wow, actually everything, And then the next one, of course, when his wife went to shop for dresses, she also sent to me and asked me, hey, this one nice or not? Should I choose this? Should I choose that one? Yeah, and of course, then they had their dream wedding, which was a beach wedding. A beach wedding, which was actually Meng Lee's dream wedding. His wife got no dream wedding one. He's the one with the dream wedding, okay? Yeah, and it really materialized. It was super beautiful. Yeah, there were flowers everywhere, and then they even had fireworks at the wedding. Yeah, it was super nice. And of course, then they got pregnant. Yeah, and they recently, right, just welcomed their baby boy. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. Yeah. So actually, really, through this business, right, yeah, it is how I got to know him, yeah, and really that's how we actually journey life together. Yeah, we really go through the ups and downs of businesses together, and then from there, right, we really see each other through every milestone. Yeah, so really this business is, yes, it is a profit-generating, a money-making business, but I think more than that, right, it really gives you that sense of fulfillment and that sense of comradeship with the people that you do business with. Yeah, and I think that's super, super meaningful. Okay? So really, I think for me, when I really look at this business, right, it's not just a business to me, but it was a life-transforming opportunity for me. Yeah, so today, right, of course, in this short sharing, yeah, I hope that I was able to also help you to see a glimpse of how your future can be like. Yeah, but really, I think it all starts with our first decision, to really take that step of faith. Because for me, I took that step. As non-confident as I was, no background, nothing, right? I took that step because to me, there's nothing to lose. At the end of the day, right, the only thing I lose is what? Fats only, no? Because I need to lose weight anyway, what? So take the product, lose fats only, ma. If at the end of the day, really, really, really die, cannot make it, right? I just lose fat, so I get happier, get fitter, get more confident. But what if I make it? What if I succeed? My life will change. And truly it has. Okay, so really, start to build your community of consumers and partners now. Okay, I think really make that firm decision. And at the same time, right, see you guys at the ST25, the convention. Yeah, because truly, we need to really see the big picture of what our life can be. Okay, so I think with that, thank you so much, everyone. I wish you guys all the best, and let's see each other at the top. Thank you.
Let's thank you, our Executive Brand Director, Miss Sydney, and give her a louder round of applause.